Alright guys, so a little bit of last minute review. Don't forget your test is next class. Let's just really quickly go back through the 4 different transformations that we talked about. So a translation, that's when you slide a geometric figure. You have to pay attention to the rule they give you. Remember, ordered pairs are x, then y. Think about your coordinate grid. This is x, this is y. Numbers go negative left, positive right, positive up, negative down. So if they gave you, let's say 5, negative 4, you have to look, think about your coordinate grid. Positive numbers are right, negative numbers are down. So this rule means 5 right, down 4. Rotation is turning a geometric figure. So 90 and 270, xy switches to yx. 180 and 360, xy stays the same. But you always adjust the signs based on the quadrant. Alright, so a reflection is a flip across either the x or the y axis. So coordinate grid, here's x, here's y. Let's say that they tell you to flip this triangle across the x-axis. That's going to come down here. Let's say they said the y-axis. We take this shape, reflect over y, it ends up over here. So what you need to know is if it's x-axis, y values change signs. If it's y-axis, the x values change signs. Okay, finally dilation, you just have to multiply x and y by the scale factor. So like, let's say scale factor is 3, and we have 2, negative 3. 2 times 3 gives you 6. Negative 3 times 3 is negative 9. Turn to page 95 in your yellow book. We'll do some of the odd problems together. So number 1, the example below is an illustration of so we've taken this shape here and we've turned it, so that would be a rotation. So 3, we've taken this triangle here and it's a mirror image on the other side, so that would be a y-axis reflection. Number 5, how the coordinates change when an object is reflected across x. The y values change signs. Alright, 7. So I'm going to draw a coordinate grid. If 4, 3, so that'd be like right here, is reflected across the x-axis, so x is here, y is here, and that's going to come down here. So we're going to change the sign of that y value, and we'll have 4, negative 3. Alright, 9. If negative 5, negative 6 is reflected across the x-axis, that's going to go from here up to here, so that will be positive 6. So we'll say negative 5, positive 6, because you end up in quadrant 2. Alright, 11, 0, 9. we reflect across the x-axis. That goes from up here down to here. So 0, -9. Number 13, 7 zeros here. We reflect across x. That's not going to move anywhere because it's going to stay on the x-axis. Alright, page 97. So, look at the original shape here. Then look at the new one with the prime. So we've taken this, we've came up and rotated one quadrant. So that's a 90 degrees clockwise rotation. Let's say 90 clockwise. Okay, look at the next. We've taken the original and reflected across the y. So that's a reflection over the y-axis. It's a reflection y. Okay, so here we've taken this figure, we've slid that up and over. So that's a translation. And finally, we've taken this figure here and we've rotated up 2 quadrants. So that would be a 180 degree rotation. Alright, 23. So here's my original without the prime, and we made it bigger. So we've changed the size, therefore that would be a dilation. (25). So which transformation has occurred? So we took this figure here, and it's a mirror image here on the other side. So that's a reflection over the x-axis. So A. Alright, page 99. We'll look at a few of these. So 4, 3 is translated 5 left and 3 up. So that would be -5, +3. I would just add those together. So 4 plus -5 is like saying 4 minus 5. You get -1. 3 plus 3 gives you 6. So -2, 1 is rotated clockwise from quadrant 1. Okay, so think about your coordinate grid. -2, 1 is going to be here in quadrant 2. So if we rotate that 90 degrees clockwise, that does end up in quadrant 1. Because it's a 90 degree, we switch the ordered pair to 1, 2. Alright, -5, 6 translated 2 units right and 5 up. So that would be +2, +5. So -5 plus 2 is -3. -6 plus 5 is -1. Alright, we'll look at number 3 down here. So Carol thinks the figure was translated 3 right and 6 up. John says it was rotated 270 degrees. Who is correct and why? So look at that and try to figure out what's going on. Okay, so let's try it. I'm going to try it from this point right here. So 3 units right, 6 up. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, then go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Carol was correct because the image was slid.